Hello, true art believers, and welcome to the #1 live art streamer in the world. This is Pierson here. I got a camera here. I got to move this out of the way. And you are watching 200 Days of Drawing, and today is day 132. And it's a late start, but it's a start. And we're just going to keep it classy, keep it short, because of the time frame, how late it is. And we're just gonna, get to drawing. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the drawing process. Let's begin. All right, just a few things before I start here is I want to get my camera all set up so I can do a time lapse. Oh, sorry about that. So I just wanted to get the camera set up so I can do a time lapse, and we're going to do a cactus. I did a quick little sketch here that I'm going to work from, and I'm just going to use that as my basis. Very simple sketch, and we're going to start right now. So hopefully you enjoy the process. So just like before, all I do is I just kind of keep it simple. I did a yellow color last time as the background tone. So because I did a yellow color, we're going to do like an orangish. We'll do a bright orange. How about that? We're just going to do a bright orange. So typically what I like to do with my background colors, I just like to go around the color wheel. Each new iteration is a different color or some variation of that. Now, we're going to use a hard edge brush for the outline here as soon as I can find it. Apparently I have, what's going on here? B. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I had the mixer tool on there. So that's what I had. Now we're going to look at the history, see if there's anything I've done. Eraser, mixer brush, paint bucket. Paint bucket. We're just going to go to paint bucket so that I have the right whatever. I'm going to go to this level, and now we have this. Okay. So using my simple little handy dandy drawing that I started here, we're just going to kind of work from here. Okay. Let's see here. Just a little quick sketchy poo using the little light sketch that I drew earlier as a reference point. And it's not going to be exact. I don't really care because of the time frame. I want to get this drawing done really close to like within 30 minutes. I don't want to spend too much time on it today. And I always say this because I'm in a rush for time. It's one of those things. There's days that I just am clicking, but you gotta. Let's put it. I want to give you some context, some preface this. When I get up tonight, when I get up from tomorrow, oh gosh, it's going to be 4 a.m. At least I hope it's going to be 4 a.m. We'll see, because I might not be able to hit. I might hit the snooze button a couple times. I don't know, but my goal is to get up at 4 a.m. But my other goal is also to get a drawing done, to do a live stream drawing. Let me correct that. I want to correct you. I'm going to do a live stream drawing every day, or close to every day. This is actually, technically, this is the next day, but within a roughly 24, 32 hour, time frame is what I want to get one of these drawings done. And, that's what I want to do. I want to get a drawing done every 24, 42 hours, and 24, 30 something hours, and do it via live stream. And today was an odd day. I had I want to use this color. Ooh, look at that pink. Ooh boy. Um, Today was a slightly off day for me. Before I continue, um, it was an off day. Like I was gone all day. I was gone till about 4, and then I I was gone till about 4, and because I was gone till about 4, I wanted to start. I technically I had time to do this from at like 4 o'clock, but I wanted to spend time with everyone, and I didn't want to ignore anyone, like my family. So I decided to just stay and hang out, and decided that I was going to do the live stream, the live um, stream later at night, and I was going to do it after my artist interview, and that's what I chose to do. And this is why we're doing a late live stream, is because I decided that I wanted to do a live stream that is after my artist interview, and here I am doing it after the artist interview. And I don't regret it, because this is actually not the latest that I've done. I've had to do this. Um, the latest I've had to do this is hmm, what's the latest? 3 a.m. because I was at work. Yeah, I was at work all day, and I didn't get home until about midnight 1. And I was doing drawings that required me to set up a still life, required me to set up some light sources, a light source. It required a little bit more prep work than these drawings, where I just kind of open up a file and just uh, use the same file. You know, I don't have to do any like special prep work. But before, I had to. I had to. And so that's why um, it's not so bad. So I'm going to do a little bit of sand here. I think I'm going to do a little bit. There we go. Do a little bit of sand. Boom. Get that sand in there. We're going to get the eraser line. And what I'm doing is very simple. I'm just basically pressing shift. And when I press shift, it creates a straight line. This is a very simple little tool here. And for those that watch this, have watched these drawings in like in mass, you'll notice that I typically don't change the strategy. Like the colors, the texture, the application of the texture changes a little bit, but you'll notice that I will repeat the same like things that I'm doing now. Like, oh, this is how I do this, and this is how I do that. Very simple, nothing too difficult. I don't. Hmm, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Let's try a slightly desaturated green, and then that way we can always go back and add a higher saturation to it. So this is kind of like a more muted green. I think that might help separate it from these high saturated colors. I could be wrong. I don't know. Is my mic working? Mic. Yeah, my mic's working. Good. Just checking see if my mic's working. And yeah, so here we are. Now E, gotta press E for eraser. There we go. And press E again. Now I gotta press, I'm just gonna fill up this area with all right, just taking it slow, it's doing a hard edged eraser that kind of gives like a transparent, it or it kind of makes the edges a little bit softer around the peripherals. So it doesn't make a completely hard edge eraser mark, but it makes a hard edge, if that makes any sense. Makes a harder edge, a soft edge, but still maintaining some sort of hard edge to it. Man, I am tired. I can't wait to go to bed. I don't know if I'm going to get up before. It's going to be hard. Maybe I'll get up. I'll get up before and do my regular actions, but I might have to take a nap or something. You know, I don't know what's going to happen, but I might have to. I might end up taking a nap. We'll see. There we go. Just going to clean up some of these edges here just a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's good. All right. Now we're gonna remove that. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna work on the background here. Do the background, very simple. I just been very doing these simple backgrounds, just just kind of like whoopsie daisy, not that. These simple little backgrounds here. It's like a dark to light type of thing. Just doing a soft round like airbrush thing. Oops. Just kind of like really quickly. Actually, no. Yeah, and we're gonna do a darker. Let's do like a really dark right here. There we go, and then something like that. Yeah, that's nice. Now we're just gonna leave it like that, and we're gonna go do the cactus. We're gonna layer mask. We're gonna layer mask and use a texture brush. And we're at the pot, see, so we got a layer mask there. I'm gonna just do a really dark tone right here. And another thing I want to do is I want to use the eraser. And I want to pretend that the sand, that there's going to be a, there you go, something like that. Maybe, there you go. No. I'm just fiddling around with this. Something like that. I think that'll do good. Now we're going to go back to texture brush. Oops. There you go, texture brush. And we're going to do like a really dark tone right here. Maybe something like that. Then maybe introduce some of that color in there. And then on here, it's kind of play around with the color here. Maybe even do some like a something like this kind of I'm just fiddling around right now actually. I don't We're at 17 minutes. We're kind of making good time, but not making good time. Partially, what's making it kind of difficult for me at the moment is the I think I have my screen settings off, so like the colors feel different, and that could be also because I'm tired. I don't know at the moment. So we're gonna do another layer. Going to layer mask it. I'm gonna get this tone here. Gonna rotate it real quick. Okay, going to layer mask it, and right that, and just do a rotation. Am I rotating? There you go. Whoa! Extreme rotation. That's how you do it, bro. There you go. Something like that. And then we can get like some dark edges right here. Maybe like some red dark edges or something. Okay. And then maybe we'll just leave it like that. We're going to go to sand. It's going to go to sand here, do like some dark sand. I like to do like this simple little like sand, like arcing U for the background. Kind of get this simple little cast shadow. You know, this really simple. Not, you know, nothing really like fancy or anything. And then on the highlights, I tend to up the saturation just a little bit. Something like this. There we go. It's kind of add a little bit of like a contour around here. So it feels like there's a cast shadow happening, just like an abstract version of a cast shadow. And I pressed escape really quickly to kind of to straighten out the layer So we're making really good time here, folks. And it's because I'm just being very simple with it. I'm not being overly special with it. I'm just adding a little bit of some casual like lighting elements, and I'm not really going super elaborate with it. I'm thinking I'm going to try to be really simple with this one, especially since I have 10 minutes. I'm going to really try my best to kind of time this and get this done in an orderly fashion, and say like I'm pretty proud with what's happening right now with the fact that it's getting done really quickly. But I'm also skipping up a few steps. I normally spend a little bit more time playing around with the texture on the box and playing around with color relationships. But I'm not doing that this time. I'm kind of just I'm keeping it really simple and you know just playing around with that more. And doing a lot of color testing here to kind of get more blending happening. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So I don't know if I'm going to get up at the time that I want to get up. It's pretty late, and it's a big ask to get up at the time that I want to get up. We'll see. I think I might try to get up at the time that I want to get up, which is going to be in like 4 hours, simply to maintain consistency. But I hear that what you want to do is you want to get up at those time frames, but also you can, since you got up at the time, you can take a break or take a nap or something. So I think I might do something like that. I don't know yet. Kind of do something a little bit differently this time. I'm gonna pretend like these are like separate little units. So this is kind of a new thing that I'm going to play around with and see if I can get it kind of. We'll see if I can make it work. I don't know if I'll be able to. Where I make it feel like there's little knobs or something. I don't know. So 23 minutes. It's actually less than that because I don't know. This is gonna be a little bit different. So I'm just playing around with the shadows a little bit, keeping it simple today. It's late. I can't be hold myself to excuse me, high standards every day, And I'm trying something a little bit different. Like I'm doing these colors I'm not really used to. I'm also I'm playing around with a green that is I'm playing around with some kind of like greens that aren't really blending well. Like they're I'm just being more experimental with this one. You know, just being more experimental. Let's add in some purples and pinks. Go on top of that layer. That's what I do. Yeah, I don't like where this is going. I don't. I think it's the. I'm gonna take away those bridges, those little like break where I broke up the space. I don't think that's helping it. It's playing around. This is not a good one. I really do. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm kind of tired today. I'm tired now, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it today. I apologize. I'm like I'm trying to picture how I want. I don't know how I want some of these tones here, and I think that's like affecting the outcome a little bit. So like because I'm a little bit not aware of how I want to pursue some of these shapes, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to kind of make it work. And perhaps I'm trying too hard on some of this. Like I'm trying to make it more elaborate than it should be, and that's I feel that that might be part of it. Like that could be a huge part of it, and I don't even know it. You know. 29 minutes. I think we're gonna give it just a few more minutes, playing around with this. What I've been doing just now is kind of like adding like these simple little planes. I think what it boils down to is the color. It just doesn't work out, you know? They're not working with each other. Maybe what I should do is do something like this. Gonna get this tone, add some of the orange in there and see how that reacts a little bit. What if we make it a little bit more orange, you know? Maybe add some orange in here. There's a little bit of like an orange here. If this is like a bright orange. I think that helps a little bit, but I would have to tinker with it a little bit more, and I don't know if I want to do that, you know? Why not? You know, just have a little bit of fun with it now that you're not it's not getting the outcome that you want it to have. We're just going to take it and go with some experimentation, some ideas I've been kind of pondering. You know, having these hypersaturated areas. I've always wondered what would happen if I did some of that, and now I can kind of do it because this is kind of like one of those those pieces that I can get away with it. Why not? What if I put a little bit of teal here? What would that look like? What if I put a little bit of some pink? What if I had some pink here, a little bit like some. Okay, fun. What if I had like a purple? Ah, maybe a little bit right here. And let's just call it a day. We'll just call it a day and say that this is a nice little experiment, and I learned a little bit, but I'm not going to be bragging about this one. I like the pot. I like how I did the sand. I went overboard with how I was playing around with the colors and tones, but I think I learned a little bit. You know, I rather like some of the teals and the greens working together. But I don't know if a lot of the other stuff works together. You know, I'm gonna do some thorns that are kind of like floating almost. Little floating thorns. Get a little get a little experimental with some of it. This is I'm going to use this piece this one as like a color study. We're going to go with that. You know, there's days that you do good work and days you don't do good work. I think maybe tomorrow I'll look at it with a different set of eyes and think, you know what, some of this color stuff is kind of nice. I may not agree with how I kind of like manipulated the faces or the tones. But the way that the greens and orange and pinks and purples are kind of working together, I think that's kind of a nice little touch. And the fact that I decided to make these like floating thorns is interesting. It adds it makes it feel more like a cartoon, and I think it works with the. Let's see here. How can I zoom out? There we go, and it works. So there you go. That's it. I don't like. I like in theory, I like the idea of what was happening here. I don't know if I like the color coordination. I think the orange and the pink are a little too powerful. I think maybe next time I'll play around with that a little bit more. Um, in the future, and that's 132 out of 200. out of 200. Right. I think maybe, what if I do this? What if I were to close this, go to the background? What if I were to add another tone here? Press G, take this, do like a, what if I do like that? You know, I like the yellow better. I think it's the orange that's causing me more problems. If I do something like that. Yeah. Oh, it's the orange. Yeah. Or what if I try like a blue? I kind of like the blue. Or go back to that. I think I'll do that. I think it's the orange. It's not. I think having that orange is like distorting the greens. So I think doing that has made the greens feel better, look better visually. So we're going to do that. And that's it for today, folks. Just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the drawing process. Hope you enjoy seeing me kind of work through this issue. And I think it looks all right. I played a little bit more. I was more experimental with like color layering. And I learned a little bit. I think the teals and the teal and the greens work together, like the high saturated greens work together. Not so much the pink and oranges, but I think they work together just enough that I can get away with it. Don't like I don't particularly like the outcome, but maybe later on I'll begin to appreciate it. Anyways, that's day 132 out of 200 days of drawing. This is Pierson here. You're watching the #1 live art streamer in the world. I hope you have a wonderful day. Pierson out. Good night.